the government was doing things not according to the due processes of law and democracy.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Tan Sri. It's really nice to have you here at FMT. What were your thoughts on the first day of the special sitting?
What we see now is the emergency was secretly revoked, and the very next day the Gazette was signed in order to enable the same lockdowns, blah, 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 to be effected under this order, 2021, which meant that, again, the government was doing things not according to the due processes of law and democracy. Law in the sense that, well, it was gazetted and so on, fine. But the process of democracy meant that it should be told to the public that there is no more emergency, but we are still continuing with the ability to have lockdowns and so on via this gazette. So it proves the point that we all have been saying, the whole country's been saying, you didn't need the emergency at all to manage COVID. The emergency was really to stop Parliament from sitting, to disable MPs who were dissatisfied with the government from voting the government out through a vote of no confidence. Now it is proven. So they had to secretly withdraw or revoke the emergency. And that is a very, very, very concerning state of affairs in this country now.
Sorry, it seems that many MPs were surprised by what Taqiyuddin said, and even some people within UMNO appeared to not be aware that these ordinances had been revoked. Do you think that those who did know need to come forward and say that we were aware that the government had done these things?
If they have any backbone and any fiber of honesty and integrity in them, they will. This is no time for party politics. In fact, no time for politics. This is about the blatant erosion of the very foundation upon which this whole country was built. You know, we are always having parliamentary democracy because we're independent, right, from the colonials, masters, and that is our turn to, institution, apart from the judiciary and the others. But when that is totally ignored, then something is really seriously wrong. So now is the time for the MPs to put their foot down. Please do not think of your own personal alliances and so on. Your alliance is to the people, because you are the people's representatives. And you violate all this at your expense, meaning that, you suffer the consequences later on when the votes come in of the public, not parliamentary votes, votes in the general elections.